Is that thing on? Is this thing on? Of course it's on. Guys, I'm happy to have you returning today again with me. Isn't it a wonderful experience to know that when you type in release billions, it's popping up and you're here at this amazing channel? Where else can you go and get all of this information, don't it? Guys, I'm truly appreciated. I'm humbled to have you here. We have a lot of things that we want to talk about today, and without any further ado, we are going to jump right into it. All right, let's go. So guys, the good book says you reap what you sow. What about, have you ever heard about the law of compensation? Let me ask you this. What are your plans? What are you doing? My God, guys, if a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, things have not changed, you have not learned anything, you have not improved your financial standing, or you feel as if you are just in one place stuck and you're not getting anywhere, guys, I'm telling you, you need to change and rethink a number of things, because you want to ultimately start to break through. You want to start to move forward. You want to cut ties of all these webs and cords and different strings that want to entangle you, that wants to hold you back, because you have more within you, right? Remember, we talk about this, guys. You have so much in you, right? So what are your plans? So first off, you want to ensure that you are writing things down, right? And you want to ensure that you are making notation, because you have to cast vision. You have to make a plan, because ultimately we know that you want to be better. We know that you want to be financially free. You want to be on your time, because time is something that you can't ever get back. Once it is gone, it is gone, baby, right? So you want to ensure that you are making the right plans, and don't feel any way whenever plans are made and you try to execute, and in executing, right, you come across blockage, or it feels as if, all has failed. Remember, we already discussed that. You have never exhausted all possibilities. Timing is everything, right? And when and how and why you are doing things are very much important as well. I know I'm going a little bit fast. You may want to make some notes here, because all of these nuggets, all of these information is for our holistic growth, our holistic man, so that we can be better, we can make sound decisions, and we can ultimately tap into our breakthrough. So you want to ensure that the plan is So the plan is important. The plan is a must. The plan allows you to execute. The plan allows you to see where you are at, so you can make alterations where alterations are needed, so that you can adjust, readjust. You can ultimately start over. You can revisit the drawing board, because ultimately you are tapping into, right, that broader aspect in your life, so that you can be affecting all the different areas. I know you have big dreams. I know you have big visions, but you want to ensure that the plan is there, and you are revisiting the plan, and one, you're staying consistent, and you're holding yourself accountable, because even now the law of compensation comes in. How? Because ultimately when you make a plan, you want to consider offering service. You are there to serve. What are you serving? You are serving because you are trying to fulfill a need for persons, for people, for friends, a situation, right? Or a service. The service or product that is there, you are giving into a need. You are trying to fix it. You are trying to bring a solution to that problem. Ultimately, by you fixing someone else's problem, your problem is being fixed too. Yes, I am telling you, because what tends to happen, right? Persons are trusting in what you're offering. Why? Because they had a situation solution that has been bombarding them for years, for months, for a continuous time now, and there you have a solution, something that works. I'm not talking about fabrication now. I'm not talking about somebody making up a story. I'm talking about a legitimate way, solution that you have provided. And because you are serving, understand that you might be serving for a year straight. Understand that you might be serving for 5 years straight, and you feel as if you're not getting anywhere. I'm saying no, that is a lie. Why? Because ultimately, if you are making all the notes necessary, you would have seen that you are much better, Lord, in so many areas that you have never considered differently. Just maybe your knowledge has increased, right? Your experience has increased. Your financial stability has increased somewhat, but you may not have those vehicles as yet. You may not have those properties as yet. You may not be on the international scene as yet. And those are the things that you may be holding accountability to say that you're not getting anywhere. And I'm saying that is not truth. You have to understand that everything takes a process. It takes time. It takes doing. It takes effort, right? But understand why I bring up the law of compensation, because it's a law that I try to live by. That is something that I take into my marital home, right? When my wife and I discuss, because when you want to really ultimately get to where you want in life, you have to have that plan, you have to have that vision, and you have to encompass people within that plan. Why? Because when you are targeting a solution, when you're targeting a situation that is in need of your assistance, how are you engrafting yourself? How are you intertwining yourself? How are you merging yourself, right, to help to make that problem fixed, right? So that you can ultimately say that, listen, I am playing my part, I am playing my role, I am walking in my purpose, right? Remember, I asked you, what if Disney never got started? Remember, I asked you if Elon Musk never got started. So think about it. Every single one of us on this platform, we have a Disney inside of us. Every single one of you, you have an Elon Musk inside of you. What do I mean? You know that I am talking, right, in parables here, but I'm getting to the point. All I am saying is that greatness is in you. You are the asset, but you have to understand that you have to take different measures in order to unlock it, right? When you unlock what is inside and you become aware. I heard a speech years ago, and that speech spoke about your capacity, right? So think about your capacity as this wide. This is your capacity. Now, with all the experience, with all the knowledge, with all the finances, with all the effort, with all the strength, with all the restless nights, right? And all of these things, the good, the bad, the indifferent, you see what is happening? Your capacity has what? It has increased. So you're no longer at the same place or the same level that you were before, but it's perspective, because when you look, because you're not looking in depth, right? And worse, if persons are around and you're measuring them along with your own success, you feel as if you have not been moving. And I'm saying, if you pull back, if you're able to look in the mirror, have you ever seen someone that goes to the mirror and they're looking and they're saying, oh my God, I have a zit. Oh my God, I don't like the right side of my face. Oh my God, my nose, I can't take it. Oh, my skin tone is not right. What is happening to me? And they're stressing, they're sweating, they're trying everything to fix themselves up. But as soon as they step out, someone is saying, oh my God, what have you used on your skin? Oh my God, are you using makeup? Right? Have you ever seen those before? I'm telling you, I've seen it many times. Why? Because persons don't understand the value that they have within themselves. So sometimes persons have to be reminded in terms of all that the Lord has placed inside of you. Understand that you have to see beauty first. If you don't see the beauty first, if you don't see the victory first, if you don't see the finished product first, if you are not seeing the completion first, how else are you expecting the world to see this? And a lot of times there have been hints, right? Your friends are highlighting things, your families are highlighting things, right? You might be in the bathroom and you're there and you're singing, and you're singing and you're just, you're vibing and you're showering, and to you believe, oh my God, I sound like a troll. But did you know that you actually are a singer? Do you know that actually with a little bit of tweak, with a little bit of, oomph and encouragement, you can be singing out in the open and ultimately branch off in becoming one of the greatest singers we are ever to hear about, the unsung one, right? I want to hear you singing, but I'm just using an example here because you have to see value within yourselves. But understand that the sooner you can figure out what it is that you can actually engraft yourself in or connect yourself with, so that you can start to serve. Because right on this platform now, right, I am sharing information that I know, I'm sharing things that I've experienced, right? And through all of that, I am adding some value that ultimately someone will be reached here and they can take away from it and put it to whatever they are working on, so that they can be that next superstar. Because don't it tell me, don't you know that you're a superstar? That's right. I know you know that you're a superstar, but you have to believe in yourself first. You have to understand that in the law of compensation, when you serve, right? When you give effort, when you give of your best, when you are consistent, when you are showing up, I'm telling you, a time is coming when, because you are, think about this, think about you going up a hill, and you're going up that hill, right? There's a lot of effort going up that hill. Think about this being the other side of that hill, and you're going up that hill, whether you're walking or you're pushing something up that hill, and you're going up that hill. You're exhausted. Sometimes you want to give up. You can't go any further because you're saying, oh my God, it is so high. How tall is this, man? And you're pushing. The sun is in your eye. The glare is in your eye. You feel as if you're being blinded, right? The storm, the rain, right? The thunder, everything is rolling, right? You're hearing howling in the night, you're hearing pato, you're hearing the howls and all of these things that are there to prevent you, to stop you. But imagine this, how easy does it get once you have reached the pinnacle and you're now going down? If you're not careful, you're going down so fast. You get the picture? If you're not careful, you're moving down so fast. Now you have to apply brake because you are not really pushing with effort, because the harder part, the harder work you did. So now it is really just maintenance, just steering, just directing, and applying the right amount of brake. So you don't need to apply the same amount of force than before. But I am saying to you that you have to understand what you have. What you have is enough. What you have is sufficient to get started and to maintain and to never become annoyed, but know that you're ultimately reaching to that place where you can receive greatness that is within you. So guys, I want you to consider this. 3 persons are on a boat, right? They're out into the sea. It's getting dark. It's brewing as if there want to be a storm that is about to take place. The waves are getting so big. Naturally, there are 3 life jackets. Not 2, 3. The other 2 persons, they have on their life jacket and they're preparing for the worst. Naturally, the boat starts to sink, right? It's getting more violent. You know that the 2 persons that had on the life jacket, they were able to jump overboard and they're keeping afloat. What is happening to the next one? They're going down with the boat. Why? Do you know who that person is? That person is you. Why aren't you participating in your own rescue? You have the tools, you have the help, you have the knowledge, and all the signs are there as to point what is happening. Participate in your own rescue and get proactive. See you guys.